So, hello everyone. I am Ricame Ilimugan. I am going to discuss event running. So, the first one is the brief history of running. So, what is running? Running means of rapidly traveling on foot in which at regular points during the running cycle, both feet are off on the ground. So, meaning, running, ito yung ating dalawang paa ay parehong nandyan sa ground. So, running was officially born as sport in 776 BCE in ancient Greece in the town of Olympia. So, ang running ay nagsimula sa Greece in the town of Olympia. So, most of the people they are running. It is because they start to run to lose weight or for better health. Then 55% of these participants continue to run simply because they find it fun. Then and 62% of participants continue to run because it helps to find or it helps them to relieve stress. Then running also can help us to yung tinatawagan nila to lose sweat and then to relieve stress. And then running it is officially born in 776 in the ancient Greece in the town of Olympia. So the first event in the first Olympics ever held was a race. In fact, from its inception to 724 BCE, the stadium race was the only competition hosted at the Olympics. And then nagsimula yung running. It is starting from our mga ninuno. Nag-start yung running sa mga ninuno natin. Then meron ding yung mga haka-haka na storya. Haka-haka na storya na ang running daw ay sinimula ng isang tao na nagngangalang Pisides or Philippides. He is one of the messenger. It is said to have used first our sense when he brought the news of victory in marathon and addresses the magistrates in session when they were anxious how the battle had ended. Joy to you, he said that he won. So, yung ginawa niya para ibalita yung news, para ibalita ni Philippides yung news, so ang ginawa niya, he started to run, yung tumakbo siya sa loob ng 2 araw. Yun yung ginawa niya para ma-scatter niya yung news na yung battle ay nagtapos na. And then sila yung nanalo. And then pagdating niya sa paruruunan, namatay na siya. Kasi ikaw daw yung tumakbo ng 2 araw. So, sabi nga ng kahaka-haka, doon daw nagsimula yung salitang running. Pero ang running talaga ay nagsimula sa ating mga ninuno. Kasi yun din ang ginagamit nila para mag-hunt ng food, mag-hunt ng mga animals, wild animals para gawin nilang pagkain. Doon talaga nagsisimula yung running. So, in 1972, Frank Shorter wins the Summer Olympics and also known as running boom. So, Frank Shorter, he is an American who wins the Summer Olympics, and his victory scored what is known as popular as the running boom of the 70s. And then approximately 25 million people took up running as hobby as sport during that boom, including then President Jimmy Carter. So si Frank Shorter, siya yung first na tumakbo sa Summer Olympics. Siya yung nanalo in 70s. Siya yung first na nanalo sa 1970s, 1972 na racing marathon. And then yung si Robert Garside. Si Robert Garside was born on January 16, 1961, calling himself the Running Man. He is a British runner who is created or credited by Guinness World Records as the first person to run around the world. He is the first person who ran around the world. And then Gardenside began his record-setting run following two aborted attempts from Cape Town, South Africa, London, and England. Garside set off the New Delhi, India on October 20, 1977, and completing his run back at the same point on June 13, 2023. And there are 4 types of running. So the first one is beast run. So beast run, it is a run at your natural speed and distance. So ito yung beast run, ito yung normal na running. Ito yung normal na ating ginagawa kapag tayo'y tumatakbo. And then the second one is speed running. It is the most demanding of the different running workouts, and it is usually only incorporated with your training for amateur goals. So yung speed running, ito yung ginagawa ng mga athletics. Ito yung sport na kanilang ina-apply kapag meron silang training. Yung parang gusto talaga nilang manalo sa isang patimpalak na kanilang sasalihan. So yung gagawin nila na running, hindi yung wings running because it is only a natural speed and distance. So yung gagamitin nila na running, yung speed running. Kasi ito yung workouts na nagdi-demand ng maraming workouts. Mabibigat na mga workout yung gagawin nila dito. And then the third one is interval running. Yung interval running, it is where you break your run up into intervals, fast run followed by the slow runs or break period. So yung interval running, ito yung parang binabalanse mo yung paraan ng pagtakbo mo. Halimbawa, tumakbo ka ng matagal na, so yung gagawin mo slow run. So yung gagamitin mo base run na. And then kapag alam mo na okay, hindi na ako pagod, so you are going to run as fast as you can. And then mag-slow ka, yung parang yung tumakbo ka na may malakas, may slow, yun yung interval running. And then the fourth one or the last one is slow running. Slow running is where you run or jog slow at a leisure pace but for a very long distance or time period. So yung slow running, ito yung tumakbo ka pero mahina lang kasi yung tatakbuhin mo very long distance or time period. So malayo. Yung para kung nagpaplano ka ng malayo na pupuntahan, yung gagamitin mo na running or yung gagamitin mo na types of running is slow. Next is nature of running. So nature of running can describe as exercise. So exercise or aerobic exercise. So it is called as aerobic exercise. It is because it is a kind of physical activity that is produces energy by combining oxygen and blood glucose for body fat. And then running count as aerobic because another way to think about aerobic exercise or cardio is that it's the type of workout where your heart rate and breathing increase, but not so much that you feel like you need to stop and rest after a short period of time. Think running, speed walking, stair climbing, cycling, and swimming are other parts of activities. So tinatawag siyang aerobic exercise. It is because ito yung workout na yung heart rate natin and breathing increase. Pero yung parang ma-feel natin na ito yung exercise din na magaan, madali rin gawin. And then running described as a sport, a components of athletics, an individual sport, an a team sport or relay race. So tinatawag din na sports yung itong running. It is because it involves all elements that define the sport. This includes physical exertion, skills, competition, and entertainment. Then all of the events where participants compete in a race are what bring legitimacy to the sports. At the end of the day, all of these events are built of people running. So that's it. Naging sport siya. And then the next one is court and dimension. So yung court and dimension, the dimension of running track may have variances depending on the venue's layout. Typically, an oval running track is multi-sport arena with dimension that adhere to the requirements of sports or other sports. It comprises with two semicircles with a radius of 36.50 meters, which are joined by two straights, each 84.39 meter in length. So yung court and dimension, ganyan siya classmate, yung parang sa picture good, para siya two semicircles or oval. So yung measurement ng court is, the length is, a standard running track has a length of 400 meters with two bends and two parallel straights, both radii of which are equal. Then the width, the standards are 400 meter oval track has a minimum width of 72 meters. It is according to the International Association of Athletics Federation or IAAF. The standard running track includes an oval track with a minimum of 4 lanes and safety zones measuring at least 1 meter on the inside and outside. Lanes must have a width of 1.22 meters and marked by white lines 5 cm wide. Then 100 meter start. So the 100 meter race is run on the straight portion of the running track. On each side, the 100 meter is measured from the finish line edge to the finish line straight up the track without a curve according to IAAF. The straight race has a starting area of 3 meters minimum with run out of 17 meters minimum. So yung starting line dapat hindi curve kundi straight lang siya. So yung oval wala talagang curve na ginawa nito, straight lang. Paikot-ikot lang.
Facilities and equipment According to USA Track and Field, officials use starting blocks not as a aid to runner, but as a means for protecting the surface of the track. But the space in between the individual hurdles height range anywhere between 84 meters from women's event to 1.67 meters from men's event. According to USA Track and Field, in men's 110 meters competition, the distance between hurdles is 9.14 meters up from 8.5 meters in the women's 100 meters event. Other equipment need includes comfortable running socks, running shirt, and t-shirt. Some use running track shoes and pants, but your body temperature is not quickly when you run that short. Fundamental skills video running.
Whilst we often think of running as a movement that is acquired easily by athletes, it is a fundamental motor skill that needs to be taught and practiced correctly with some important technical components in mind. Good posture during the running movement is essential and is characterised by a slight forward lean of the whole body with the eyes focused forward. The arms are bent at approximately 90 degrees at the elbow with the neck and shoulders relaxed throughout the arm action. During running, the arms move in opposition to the legs. The athlete must push off from the ground with the front part of the foot extending through the ankle, knee and hip. After this leg is fully extended, the heel then moves up close to the buttock in the recovery phase. The knee is then driven forward in a smooth, rapid movement, often referred to as the drive phase. The leg then swings down to contact the ground and repeat these phases again. When viewed from the side, the movement of both the knee and foot is similar to the cycling action. Throughout the running movement, the hips need to be kept high whilst maintaining a slight forward posture. This is aided by the athlete thinking of pushing the pelvis forward whilst running without leaning backwards. When viewing from the front, the legs and feet should be moving in a straight line with the hips and shoulders square to each other. The hands should be held in a relaxed position as shown and not clenched into a tight fist, which will contribute to unwanted tension through the upper body.
Rules of event running. First rules of running: start, show, and show. The majority of running injuries are caused when runners get overly try to run faster and longer. But there are bodies have adapt first from the distance. Rules of running in track and field. Running before the short of the disqualifying full start. Every runner must stay inside hill line during short race. Middle distance runs with start inside assigned lines, then the track open at a certain distance. Longer runs may have stranger of the waterfall start where the runner start on the curve and to an open track. The 5 basic skills in running: jogging, sprinting, chasing, jogging, riding.